Good morning. Welcome to Yessana's Way, vibing with Yessana. You know, I am your host, Yessana, and we're getting ready to get started. It's like, damn, why she's talking like that? Like syllables, worse than a robot. I don't know. Hell if I know. Now let's step. There's so much going on in the YouTube streets. Social media is a world of its own. This is just fast news at an all-time high, period. Salute to everyone watching, everyone that will tune in later on. Salute to all my supporters. I thank you for really tuning into my content. Sometimes I'm saying something and sometimes I'm not, but the bottom line is we're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to be like, what the hell? We're going to criticize, we're going to fight, and we're going to come back together. That's what family do. Okay, that is what family do. So I said to someone, I said to damn DPOV, I was like, y'all are beefing. Why y'all got beef? He was like, we ain't got no beef. So I was like thinking to myself, he said they don't have beef. So I guess I'm saying it wrong or misunderstanding it. So I guess they're just, I don't know what you call it if it's not beef. Let's see a good word for that. When two people go back and forth with one another. It's definitely entertaining, and I like this. I feel like if you can clearly separate, like, you don't have beef with these people, you're just messing with them. This is entertainment. You're clowning them, they're clowning you. That's the beautiful thing. It's when it really crosses over to beef. And that's what we're all trying to figure out. Is this staged or is this beef? Because we know the louder and the crazier and the more you say outrageous, the more people are going to look at you like, oh, what? And then, there's always a villain and then there's always a lamb, like the sacred one. Yes, you don't fuck with him. That's what the sacred one is. That's the one you're not going to touch, although you may desire to. But if you touch that one, it's off with your head. Speaking queen language. Ah! Listen, so much is going on. We're listening to hip hop jazz this morning. Yay! Yes! So, yesterday, guys, let's start there and then we're going to come back forward today. Excuse me. So, yesterday, guys, right? I gotta add some brown sugar to that. Hold on. Anyways, guys, yesterday I had to go back to Boston because I explained to you what is happening in regards to the people telling me now I owe them $4,400.04 or something like that. But it's in that ballpark figure that I owed them for this apartment, this lease that I signed up for. The apartment, even though I'm not living in it yet, I'm still responsible. But my argument, so now they said they're going to give up the apartment September the 30th. They're going to, you know, re rent it. And I understand that that's real. So they said that I'm still responsible. But there's like, if you want me to do it, we can release you now. No, 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 honey. We're going to go by what you said because from the contract, and that's what they're going to look over, the lease contract. You know what I mean? Because it is a contract basically that I signed up for, and I thought that I was going to receive the help from the state, and I should have had her to put a contingency in that. Because if she works with these people, like this is my first time experiencing this, so I don't know. I'm just seeking help and I'm just seeking a way. And if you can't help me, that's all I'm asking. Let me know. Don't let me know when the rent keep increasing. Don't let me know 10 days before they decide they're going to release me out the contract. You're supposed to let me know when I walk in your door. Bring back your pay stubs. Let's see if you meet the requirement. But there's no way you're telling me that you will pay $10,000 for a person's mortgage. And you told me to go out and get an apartment. I did a signed lease. I did per order of your advice. Okay? You should have told me about income requirements before because I felt like all the doors that I went through and they were not able to help me and words not helping me, I had moved forward. And granted, it's no one's fault, and I'm not the first one in this position, but don't blow smoke up my ass, okay? I actually like my click lick, okay? So it's like, don't tell me stupid, like, don't mislead me. Don't give me misleading information for real. Because I'm not the one when it comes to my coins, when it comes to my name. I don't have anything now. I'm trying to leave my next generation something. And most of all, I'm trying to leave them a clear debt, those after me. So when I do leave them something, It's theirs. They're free to spend. They're free to do as they wish with it. So I'm not perfect, and I'm still trying to figure it out as far as like my income, like because I really do need money management. I'm just thinking on my feet and buying as I go, and food's expensive right now. Food is expensive right now, and I'm hella mad and I'm upset because I should not even be in this position, but I am in it and I'm trying to deal with it to the best of my ability without cracking, without going on drugs, without throwing in the towel, without messing with someone that's not healthy or good for me, without getting caught up. Like I'm really trying to stay sound minded during this process in my life. I don't want to get on drugs. I don't want to sell my body. I just don't want to feel like fuck it and throw the towel in and be like so many people we see out there that has given up. I'm truly afraid of that. You know what I mean? And I kid you not, that's why I do everything to try not to be in those positions. I don't want to be like, oh, I got a prostitute and come up missing. And believe me, if I wanted to prostitute, there's a truck stop right here, and I'm in a hotel, and I'm always seeing men. I can do that, but no, I'm trying to stay the course, trying to get my place, because that's my only issue. I don't have any more problems. And people is like, well, you do have a job. Yes, and I have gotten, hi, honey. I am that I am. Okay, angel of Yah, good morning. And the thing is, people is like, well, you got a job, and why you wasn't this and why you wasn't that. I can't explain to you. Now that I'm looking back at everything involved in my life, I'm looking at the the holes, where what was happening. Like, okay, for instance, I was trying to save money. I couldn't save money because they had me with this thing called courtesy pay. So every time I would see my bank statements, I would see something like a minus by a fee, but I would question them. I was like, I hope you don't have me signed up for like you pay $35. They say not to be embarrassed, or like they'll cover the fee if you go over. And I'm like, shit, if I don't have it, let me put some things back. And I don't care about the embarrassment, because if anyone in this line want to buy or the store want to give, I'm for it. I don't care about that. I don't want to pay $35 or go over my, spending habit. And that's not their fault. They're just helping me. But you're not helping me when I don't have money. That's money people don't miss. That's good for them, but for me, it's like I need to spend within my budget. And if I cannot afford it and I go outside my budget, then that's what it is. Let me put that back. Period. I'm not one of those people that got lots of money, like put it in the bag. No, I got enough money to see like what is happening. So, anyways, I did find out like what was happening, you know, to that, because I'd be like, hold up, wait a minute. I'm trying to make payments. They're taking my money late. It was just like, wait a minute. So much going on, so many things coming to me from so many different angles. I cannot realistically, right now in this position, I cannot manage it. I'm doing my best. So I'm going to lose things. I'm going to miss things. I have no structure, no organization. I'm writing as I go. I'm living as I go. And then I'm in my feelings because I'm like, how the fuck am I in this situation? You understand? It doesn't even make sense. So going through all of that, fucking up lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money. I must have had the house money over and over and over again, playing catch up. Between the bank, I'm really ready to go back to cash to pay everything, money orders in cash, because I have like I'm all over the place. That's what I'm saying in regards to my own life, only because of my situation. only because my situation, which is no housing stability. So that's where I'm at. And yesterday these people they were laughing at me, and I want to give a big shout out to. I know that is true. I'm trying not to, but real time I am. Mama Duck, FBG Duck's mom. Is it FGB? FGB Duck's mom. She looked so beautiful yesterday when I opened up my YouTube. When I went on YouTube yesterday and I was scrolling through, just YouTube, I was like, oh my gosh, that's this rap artist. He got killed, and his mom is like, it's his mother, FBG Duck. She's from Detroit, but she linked up with these guys. She linked up with this podcast called Not Gang Related, but not gang related. It's called Gang Related, not Gang Related. And this podcast got like all the hip hop mothers together and let them just express, their sentiments in regards to losing their children to the rap industry, to death, to gun violence, to gang violence, and just talking about their, memories and things like that. But this lady, she used to wear a lot of like fake hair and like nails and everything. And these people that she interacted with, they got her to like really, I think since she encountered them, she started being embracing her natural beauty. And when I saw that yesterday, like she didn't have on no makeup, even though I was feeling shitty and down, and the people was laughing at me, and it was like, "Oh yeah, you come in here 5 months later with this attitude." They was talking crap aloud, but when I see Mama Ducks and how she was looking so radiant and so beautiful, I think it was her birthday, 41st birthday. She lost so many children. Like she lost a lot of children. She's still standing. She still got her mind. That's where I get my strength from. People who's been through some real shit. This is what I'm going through. It's something for me. It's a minor thing compared. For me, it's a big thing in my life. But there's people that actually experience a lot more than me. And I thank God I've never experienced what they did. I probably would lose my mind. This lady, she buried so many children of hers. She has a big family, but she buried a lot of children, some that was into the entertainment world and everything like that. But just to see her in her natural beauty, her hair was done. She looked so pretty. Her skin, her face. She gave me strength, and I was smiling, and I was like, "Oh, Mama Duck, she looks so beautiful." So that was really nice during that time, and that kind of like broke all of that tension and that evil he laughing at me, mocking me down low. That broke that. So I was still happy. I was still smiling. I was still, and then I rode by them clowns because you still working and you still in your position and you still, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get what I want because I'm here to take care of business. I got my receipts, I got every correspondent, I got how I was constantly communicating with them. And my issue right here with this is make me whole. The way I walked in, I want to walk out. If you had not given me that advice, and if you don't have people who are skilled or do not know what they're doing, they should not give advice. I was happy I got the apartment because it showed me where I was in this world. It showed me that I do qualify and I do meet the requirements in my own name and everything like that. So I was very happy about that. But I wouldn't have went in that step. I wouldn't have went in that direction. So had they told me I don't meet the requirement, meaning that I make more money than the people, than the program requirements, here's the deal. I would have started looking for no fee apartments. Specifically, I would have done my research with that. And yeah, I still would have probably been in my same position, but I would have been in a better position to only pay rent and move in. You understand? And they didn't explain the requirements to me. They just gathered my data, collected my data, took my information, and was like, go do this. And I was like, okay, that's why I be up in these hotel rooms. I had to. I couldn't do that homeless street life. That shit's brutal. That shit is brutal. I can't do that. You see them people out there, they ain't out there because someone cared. They out there because no one cares. Babylon. We're in Babylon, just like Carsino for Life said. Babylon is nobody cares. And I read that in scripture too. They say, come, come, peace, peace, and it's no peace. You're lying to me. They help the ones they want. But they know, and this is not flesh, this is spiritual. This is spiritual. I heard people in them shelters talking different, like, spirits on them. Spirits on them. I was praying to Jesus, and whatever was on them, I was like, because I'd always be like, let no wicked thing cleave unto me, Lord. Cover me with the blood of the Lamb, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. I don't want to walk on no cursed thing. I don't. You don't know what people do behind closed doors. You don't know what they're into. You don't know what type of sorcery, what type of spirits are on people, but it's real and it's true. I have light, as you can tell, as you know. You understand? People have come to me, it's like, yeah, oh my gosh, you got the light. I do have the light. God lives within me. Jesus too. Don't play. I didn't say I was perfect, but I know who is with me and who's inside of me. And they do too. Those people would not help me. Those people would not help me. I don't care what the doors I went through. Those people would not help me. They was like, They looked at me like I thought I was, how can I be better when I'm here? I don't want to be here. I would never encounter you. Huh. Believe that. Believe that. It's like they go back. I don't have a reason to go back. I have every reason to go forward. Good morning, Hood Hamptons. Good morning. I don't want to give up. You know what I mean? I'm not no prostitute. I don't want to be like, I tried to like help some people, but it was to no avail. They was too much in the streets, too much in the drugs, low key lying. Like, that's not my state. This is my state. You know what I mean? But I thank God that I'm not a drug addict. That's just other problems to this problem. And I do talk to a therapist. Thank God. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I was like, you know what? If I talk to social media, I better talk to a fucking therapist, a real licensed clinician therapist, letting them know how I feel. And I told her, I was like, listen, I don't like to talk about this. It makes me sick. It makes me upset. When I first talked to her, I was bawling so much. I had a headache. My eyes was red. I had to express to her how I looked, how I felt. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like talking about this. I can't afford to be weak out here in these streets. I'm on kill or be killed mode because I don't trust a motherfucking thing. That is what I am truly on out here. When I go around those settings, you got to understand. You're dealing with hardcore criminal, mental illness, people that then gave up in life. I have to go down those doors because unfortunately, all the people that I know, they rather see me there. They rather see me in the streets. They'll call me and ask me for shit, knowing I'm down. I ain't in their house. I got 3 daughters with houses. Are you crazy? Because as much as I say that other shit, the reality, why am I here? And that speaks volumes. And that's what I'm keeping it real with. And I can't even be thinking about all of that because I'm out here. People be like, I'm out here. I'm no motherfucker. I'm out here. I'm out here. You're not out here because you leave your house and go in the neighborhood and choose a place you want to go and entertain bullshit. That's out here. But there's motherfuckers that's out here. I'm one of them. And I'm trying my best to hold on. Baby, hold on to me. Hold on. Hold on. Yes. I'm trying to hold on and not let go. Do not play. I got the, no one's working with me. Unfortunately, even my hospital, they're like, playing all of these games, not communicating with me. Like, it's sickening. Like, if I had money, I would hope it would be different, with the exception of what God don't exempt me from. But I hope money makes a difference in this life, and a difference into how you want to be serviced, how you want to be served. You understand? I mean, like, I realize I want the finer things of life. I want to be treated great. I want great friends. I don't want friends like in that movie, The Great Gatsby, where everything was a lie and fake. I don't want friends that, just that's not right. I want solid, sound minded friends that can help me, that can guide me, that can listen to me. Is it me? Am I in my feelings? Am I bugging? Or is because sometimes you have those friends like, nah, fuck that. Then you have those friends like, you got to figure it out. I don't want to get involved because it's your family. You know what I mean? And I respect that too, because you're really supposed to be listening when I'm venting. That's what it really is. But sometimes it's like, am I crazy? Am I doing too much? Like those people. Am I doing too much, or are these motherfuckers laughing at me? Because I could be the same bitch come up right now, drive by you in a motherfucking Tesla, bitch. Don't ever laugh at a motherfucker. One day I went in the bank, and the guy who was working there, he don't even work there anymore. And they call me by my name. Yes, they do. They be like, hi, Sam. Be like, hi. We get all the bank juice. The peachy, the juicy peach juice. Okay? This is a juicy peach. Ew. So he had a nerve, right? I was withdrawing my money, mind you. He was like, I was like, excuse me? Because I think he had went real personal. First of all, I don't even know you other than coming to this bank. And two, this is my money. So you're out of place. I am a customer. So what is your issue? See, I know how to get real professional real quick. That's what they don't understand. Some people in life, they don't think I talk. Some people in life, they think I'm private. And I'm probably different off camera than I am on camera. But, if I don't fuck with you, you won't know anything about me. And I think that's order. That's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to know hello, goodbye. You know what I mean? That's all you're supposed to know about me. No more, no less. So, I don't even tell people I have this YouTube. I let them recognize me. And something, when I did like the local cable network programming, the same thing. I never told anyone. That's how I knew they saw me, because they would ask me, "Are you?" And I'd be like, "Yes, I am." You understand? So I'm not. I like fortune. I don't care about fame. So it's all good. But I'm ready. I'm ready. I said, Lord, don't let me wake up with all of this trouble on my mind, with this world, the world's troubles. Shit, I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't out here wilding, man. Shit. It's one hell of a ride, I can assure you. But it ain't me. I ain't got that time or energy no more. I just don't have it. I am 52, not 25. I don't have time to be cutting the fuck up. I have time to walk away, stay out of harm's way, go my way. I don't have time for that other stuff. God bless people that can. That's why I can only watch so much of YouTube and what is happening. Too much of it gives me, no, it doesn't make me feel good inside. So if it makes, when it gets to a point where it's like, ugh, next, they do give you the option to go next, and I go right on by next. You know what I mean? But enough of me, because I'm always talking shit about other people. So I think it's time to let you up in my business. It ain't all fucking gravy, but it's all good because I'm alive. I know not to invite no more problems or trouble in my life, and I am talking to a therapist. So I got like 5 more sessions with her too, and I'm happy. And you know what? I did a design last night, and it was about which witches legs, and they were funky stockings, but in boots. But I did the design for the first time in weeks. I haven't designed in weeks and weeks and weeks, and that just goes to show you right there. Although I say like I'm happy, I'm not doing the things that makes me happy. And that's what my therapist was asking me, like, what do you do when you feel down and depressed? And I was like, well, I usually would design, but I haven't designed lately one. So I was like, I just be wanting to be tired. I was like, my pattern is off because I can't sleep at night. I toss and turn. Like I'm praying the blood of Jesus over this bedroom. I'm also praying about this bed because I don't know who slept in there. Just don't attach to me. Period. So, everything's a little off right now. And that's all I'm saying. Period. But let's talk about some YouTube street news. Ooh, so congratulations, Quando Rondo. Mm. All right, Quando Rondo then tied the knot with an 18-year-old. I'm so proud of that young man. He's a baby. You know, he's a baby. They be thinking what they be signing up for be acting, but they be signing up for some horrible stuff that no, I've never seen a dead body in my life at 52. I mean, in the casket, but someone to actually lose life or to stumble upon a dead body. They always said to me, Say, that's my nickname. They said, Say, you and your family live in a bubble. I was like, we do? No, we live right in the hood too. But we was so ripe that it was like all oblivious to us because it wasn't in my world. So sometimes you do see things on television or you do hear about it or something like that, but up close and personal, no. I don't have those secrets. I'm thankful for that in Jesus' mighty name, and I don't want them. I don't want to see my homeboy get killed or someone I love get killed or any of that shit. I don't want to. I don't even date bad boys anymore. Like one time, like my son, I had a son, and I had him early. Okay, I had my son early. I had him 7 months early. That was his fate. Now that I think about that number seven, because seven means whole and complete. So I had him early, but his lungs did not develop. His body developed, but his lungs didn't develop. And it was such a stressful pregnancy. It always makes me sad. You know what I mean? But I still had a son. So my son, his lungs didn't develop. He was 7 months. He had a whole body. He was 7 months and his lungs didn't develop. But I had a trouble pregnancy with him. I was like always bleeding. I was bleeding like a faucet with that baby. I was like, oh, it was horrible. And then I was in the hospital so much with that pregnancy. I would be like, I was like pregnant but still miscarriaging at the same time. If you understand what I'm saying, I mean, like there was like these big sacks of, I guess, like that was I don't know what you call that, but it was these big sacks and stuff, and I guess that was his body too breaking off, detaching. But I had the baby, but he didn't live, so it went like this. His dad got shot on the 29th. I had him on the 30th, and my birthday was the 31st. So the dad says, I think my son died for me. Oh, I do too. And then he also had a child on Halloween. Oh, I gave up that information, but that's what it was. October the 29th, 30, and 31st. Fucked up. Fucked up numbers, fucked up day, fucked up time. I will always remember that. It will always be aligned with me. So that's how it went. And then, right, I was supposed to go to that party too that night, but I didn't go. I was like, no, me and that guy just made up too, my son's father. Me and him had just made up. We was just chilling. He was just acting right. It was beautiful, actually. It was like when we had first met. And then he went to the party and boom, he had got shot. So, you know, but I said all of that to say this. He was in a gang because, what happened too was he shot. So my son's father shot a guy. He went to a party. Some guys approached him and he shot the guy. The guy lived in that neighborhood. It was his family's house, in fact. So he shot that guy. When he shot that guy, my baby's father's friend, who he knew, but he was more cool with that block, shot him. He was like, nah, nah, and then boom, shot him. The guy wasn't even supposed, my baby's father was not even supposed to be walking. And it was, he had manslaughter because it was like self-defense. You don't get like, I don't think it's manslaughter. It's manslaughter, but you can still get time here. You don't just walk away from killing someone here. I think he probably just got time for the gun and probably the bullets, probably when I think about it. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like, it was more self defense. Okay. Because it was like the guy came hitting up on him, but he pulled the gun out and shot, and then he was shot. So it went down something like that. But I learned then that he was a real gang member. And he used to say that he was, but I really never dated a gang member. Well, after him, I dated one too. So, but I didn't know that. Well, the second time I did, but the first time I didn't. I was like, and actually dating the other one, I got over like that title, like because I was like, well, he's still a person, and I knew a little bit more than what I had knew the first time. Like I just heard about a lot of gang activity, but I didn't know about it. Just like now, like I'm over here and I like where I live, it's a lot of hills. And I heard about hills, but I'm thinking like Hollywood, I'm thinking movies, I'm thinking hills like this. Mountains, I mean, excuse me, mountains, like mountains like this. I've never seen mountains until coming up here. So I was like, they told me the hills is what we drive, the streets. The hills are the streets, what we drive down and what we drive up. And I was like, really? But me, I was only looking at that stuff or like on television. And that's why I say, yeah, I think I do live in a bubble, and because I hear things, but I never experienced them. So I was just excited to see what real mountains are. I actually am in real mountains. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are mountains. But how? Because how do you have trees on mountains? It doesn't make sense to me. But, anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, these are mountains. So now, like, in all my years of life, I'm actually knowing and seeing what mountains are. So it was like that. So I'm ripe. I'm a ripe woman. I don't care too. You know what I mean? My friends get money and I don't care. And like, I don't be around violent people. I might talk a lot of smack, and I really do. That's just a character. Sometimes I talk about things in my life. Sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I just talk about other people. But I don't know about all of that stuff. That stuff is cray cray to me. It's like, oh Lord, I'm happy. My brain is so beautiful and pure and light and white, and I don't have a dark brain. I haven't seen darkness. I don't. One time I seen the situation go from he to like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, and it was with the game too. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh no, I ran away, and I was like, I don't want to be around all of that. They just came out of nowhere and was like talking loud and violent. And actually, my girl got smacked up and shit. I was like, oh my gosh. Girl, I didn't know what to do. She was bringing it like she could beat them. I was like, but she hung out with them. I didn't. I was just observing. They was like, hey, what's going on? They came to talk to me. And then a crowd of them came over there. And then the girl, all I seen was an argument pursuing. She was a shorty, yo. Next thing I know, I see feet dangling and my I was like, ooh. I said, honey, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. She was talking like she was like a shorty, like a midget shorty, but her mouth was like a giant. And then they showed her how short she really was. And they picked her up, and her legs was dingling, dingling, dingling. And the hands were smiggly, smiggly, smiggly. I was like, oh, well, that's what you don't do, you know? But, anyways, Africa is saying to the Queen's kingdom, the real Queen, Queen Elizabeth's kingdom, we want our fucking diamonds back. You need to return those. You had them long enough. Oh gosh. They took a rock this big. That's why I was like, the queen has all the diamonds. There's no more real diamonds on this earth. All the real diamonds are gone. Everything you get now is a chip of a diamond. Them baguettes, them is lab diamonds. Those are lab made diamonds. There's no more real diamonds. I don't care what anyone say. I am not naive. Like, we've been on this earth so long that these people have plundered certain parts of the earth till there's nothing else left in it. That's the truth. I kid you not. So I always felt like, where are the real diamonds? Where are the real gems? Well, you know who have all the real gems? The Queen, the Queen of England. Everybody got so many jokes about the Queen. She lived a long time. I wonder what Diana is saying, Princess Diana, but I was talking crap about them, but I see how it really affected their family. Even though we might talk shit about the Queen and we might not like the Queen and we might have our, something to say. We always gonna have something to say. We're only human. Even though her family's feeling that. You can see that all. It's sad. It's sad to see. Like, damn, your loved one's gone. They're really gone. Like, no more queen. Like, she's gone. No more. Like, you gotta she lived 98 years. 90, 97, 96. Think about her. You're how old? She's been in your life for that amount of time. And there's some kids, they like, even when I speak about the queen, I want to cry, but she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. And that's okay. The queen is gone. I was talking crap, but I don't like death because it makes me sad. You know what I mean? Regardless to anything, it's like, oh my gosh, she's not here anymore. So you could see that shit in her family, like how they're feeling it and how, like, the survivors feel the death of the loved ones. So I don't really want to talk too much shit about that because, someone loved me too, despite what I think or say. But, Most people show it when you're dead and shit like that. And that's when things really do hit you, is when you die. It's like, damn, they're gone. Like, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters who they were. You're going to know more about them unless the people love them. Some people can really keep your honor intact by the way they distribute things, the way they destroy things, the things that they know, the things that they take to their grave with them. You don't want to be shaming people. They're gone. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So you said, why the fuck are you crying for the queen? Because she's dead. She's no longer with us. Okay? She influenced so much in the world. And I'm crying for her children. You know what I mean? The prince and everyone. That's why I'm crying. It is so sad. That is why. I saw a video of that shit, and now I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking about the faces of the loved ones, and now I'm shedding a tear. I would have been right there, Queen. Where's my motherfucking Kleenex now? That's a real tear, though, because that's a real sentiment inside of me. So, moving on. We don't want to talk about that because y'all don't want to watch me cry. 8:01. I need 9 o'clock, hun. But let's see. We're going to go down YouTube streets and see what's happening. Oh, so DMDPOV, he's out to destroy another queen, Queen Regina. Well, they started with him. So, you know, they came at him pretty hard and calling him out his name and calling him gay and calling him a BA niggas. Their kids have to see this too. It's not good to go back and forth with people on the internet. Videos forever. And if you highlight them in a way that's, not like unfavorable, there people can go back and see that type of stuff. So be careful, in what you're saying about people and all of that. So I heard that the Tiffany Haddish victim was paid off. Night and Day Network LLC reported 6 hours ago that the Tiffany Haddish victim was paid off. Whatever that means. What the law saying. Okay, that's the civil part. She paid off, or he paid off. But what is the law saying? Did they break the fucking law or not? For being paid off. Too many people are paid off and shit is still happening. We need laws to be enforced and enacted, okay? Fuck paying. We all can go and pay some shit off. That's not how it work in the real world. And that's what Hollywood need to see, unless that's a lie. Because in the real world, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. If you broke the law, your ass is going to court. And if they find you guilty, you going to be convicted and you going to be in jail, bitch. But out. Welcome to reality. Welcome to the real world. Now we talking, because I'm talking about other people's shit and no sad shit about the queen dying. May you rest in peace, queen. Period. So, it is messy in the fucking Kwame Brown, Queen Regina, and Sister T camp. Is it scripted? Is it real? Why is Gilbert Arenas still rearing his ugly head? Why? Okay? Why is he making all of them threatening threats? Why? Why is Kwame Brown still arguing with this man? Hey, I love the Queen. They are burying people over there. They are RIPing people. If your name is on, there's a hit list, and then there's a you dead list. Fuck with you. Don't spell my name. Don't say my name. Don't do anything in regards to me. Queen has spoken. I love the queen. She's so mean and she's so feisty. She need her big queen. Oh, she need to really be the queen, yo. I love her. Just the fact that she's different, and when she talks, and she's like, not that she makes sense all the time. I still love her, but I think it's part of her character. I love it. She's just so. I love D&D too, and I love that they fight on the internet in a different way. That they know this isn't beef. Like, I don't want to harm you. I don't want to hurt you. It's some real messy shit, but it's funny. It's humor. But I hope the queen, if she really had a nervous breakdown, Queen Regina, that she is okay and she take care of herself. But I love her character. I love how she speak. I love that look. I know, like, listen, y'all is the king's men and the queen, like what the horsemen, chess and not checkers. But hey, your leader forgives y'all, so go on back home and, and do what's right. And now don't fall for the okey doke, okay? Because he said he don't have no beef, and I thought that too. I don't think Cormier has beef with them. He let them women buy him. I said, oh, he really likes them because this is outside of the internet. Like, you're chilling. But I like when Queen Regina. I think this is her second time seeing him, but I hope she's a real supporter because I like her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she does too much. I just think it is what it is with her. Okay. So that's what's happening over there. Okay, let's see who else is piping hot. But y'all can tune into that. Oh, they have some type of NyQuil chicken challenge going around. People's cooking or putting NyQuil on the chicken. Like, who's fucking making that shit? Who made that up? Why you wasting good medicine? It's flu time. Why you stupidos? That means stupid ass people. Okay, even if I make up a language, you won't understand what it means if I can explain it. Stupid ass people running around using medication, something we need right now, today as I speak. Some places are having meta, like, flu and cold medicine shortage. Why would you be using NyQuil to season chicken? You don't got anything else better to do with your time? Your mother needed to whoop your ass. Somebody need to come and slap you upside your head and slap some sense in your goddamn head. Why? Who taught you that? Who told you that was a good idea? To season your chicken with NyQuil. No, motherfucker. You take NyQuil, you either lying down, trying to get that shit up out of you, that mucus, relaxing, but you ain't on no motherfucking stove cooking chicken. You to listen. For all you people, listen. We getting ready to go into a serious winter season. Okay. Cough syrup is very important during this time. You don't want to misuse no medication, any medication. You never want to do that because you don't want it to be resistant. You don't want to abuse it where your body is resistant. Your body will not fight off. It doesn't affect you. That's when you know, like, things are put in place and in the medical world and even in life for you to determine, okay, minor or major. Cough syrup is put in place so when you do have the flu or a cold, something minor that rules out COVID, because that's what people with the flu is going against. So when you take that cough syrup, you're trying to really eliminate those symptoms: runny nose, fever, cough, sneezing. But if you're just taking it for fun and cooking your chicken in it, something's wrong with you, sweetie. That is bad, 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 bad advice. That's like when they buy up the eggs for Halloween and start throwing them. The stores wouldn't even sell the kids the eggs no more in the neighborhood. They was buying up all the eggs and bombing people and cars and just wasting eggs and destroying the paint on people's cars and shit. You know what I mean? Just to waste the eggs. They wouldn't even sell them to the customers because there's a lot of people in that neighborhood that eat that for real, eat eggs for real, feed their family eggs. So for you to buy them just to waste them and throw them, no, nobody ain't selling you no fucking eggs. Go somewhere else with that bullshit. Okay? Do you understand that? But I'm serious. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's another thing popping. Um, I think Boosie's implicated, and Boosie and Jay Prince's nephew is implicated allegedly in that Duke the Jeweler's murder, and that's not good. That's not good. Men are going out real, real cowardly today. This headline by Leah Gordon's channel, which I love Leah Gordon. She does a lot of black crime shows and things like that. You know, gun and black victims. She's like woman shot by her baby dad while dropping her kids off at daycare. It doesn't even matter what a person got, whether they got a lot to lose or not. Mental illness is on a all-time high. If you're not checking in with someone, listening carefully, don't dismiss anything today, anybody. No, I don't want anyone to dismiss anything because mental illness is at an all-time high. You need to know clearly what threats are. People don't care about jobs anymore, about money, about none of that shit. They will take your life and theirs. Please be careful. Okay? Now the kids are left homeless, fucked up in this world. Nobody ain't really there for them. So I love that comedian Eddie Griffin. I love him. Eddie Griffin Funny Money. You can check out his channel. It's like Eddie Griffin on white crimes, AI rappers, Toy Story, and more. So someone for no fame is reporting that Future sold his publishing. Future sold his publishing. Why are they selling their publishing? Did he sell it like permanently or just for a certain amount of years? You understand? Because that just means that a person can buy the publishing up to a certain amount of time, maybe 10 years, do whatever they want, they own all rights. But if he sold it forever, I forgot what type of publishing that is. I think lifetime rights or something like that is gone. He just exit all of his fucking children out. You never know what's gonna happen in the future. If he come up dead, say something like that happened to him, his shit's gonna go up by the boom boom. Shit, his kids ain't getting that. Oh, they need money managers, man. Hey guys, we're about to end this. I heard little baby canceled tour in Canada. I hope he is okay, but they said he got something's popping up. But I wish him well. Hey guys, thank you for watching. You're listening to Jazz Hip Hop, and thanks for watching again.